Hey guys, today we are at the shop. I know we normally do Furniture Friday, but I have a ton of thrift haul to paint and it was a holiday week and I didn't get it done. So today's video, I'm gonna show you how I separate out things so I get a ton of thrift flips painted in just a few hours. I'm also gonna mow the lawn. So my hair is a mess, it's hot, I've got a beverage. We're gonna get this done. Zeb's over there. He's gonna unload the stuff out of the truck. So while I'm mowing the lawn, Zeb's cleaning out the guns. Make sure you do that before you start painting. I'm gonna be using crockery in my spray gun, and while I'm spraying, I'll give you all the details of how to set up your spray gun so that way you can do your own projects. I just pulled out the pieces I know for sure that I want crockery. Once they're painted, I will dig through the box some more, make sure that I get everything done, and we'll move to the next color. So I actually didn't wind up using crockery. I remember this is leftover from 2 weeks ago. So it's crockery with a little bit of gray skies. It is like the perfect taupey color, and I'm getting everything painted with my HVLP sprayer that needs to be done. It's at 60 PSI, and I have about 2 tablespoons of water to 1 pint of the cottage color paint. So it's roughly like 4,000 degrees out here now. I am going to distress these items and then I'm calling it a day until it cools off tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll do some more spraying in another color. I said that I was going to go home, but I'm like, just have a few more things that I need to paint white, and if I paint them, then it's not as much stress tomorrow because everything that's sold will have been painted plus a few extra things. Then I could just go inside and dark wax and put some IOD transfers on stuff and like really get a lot done. So white linen is happening next. I've got my gun. I'm gonna pour this entire pint plus just like 3 tablespoons-ish of water, shake it up, and we'll be ready to paint in white. It's day 2 of painting my thrift haul. I had to cut it short yesterday because it was roughly 2,000 degrees. I'm actually kind of interested to see what the footage looks like because it was so hot. It's probably not quite 70 right now. And I opened the garage and my compressor's gone. I think Zeb's using it on the roof. So we'll see what we get finished today. There it is, my air compressor. This piece I finished yesterday with white linen and just lightly distressed it. I think it's gonna live outside because over here is where we put out our little rocking chair. I think it's cute. Eventually, I need to paint this front door. It is so bad. Oh, I don't know what color. Maybe I'll just paint it white and move on with my life. In case you were ever wondering what the back room looks like, this is even more paint than we have outside. There's actually paint around the corner. This is full, lots of delicious DIY paint. So now I have to decide what color I want to paint the rooster. I'm thinking I'm just going to do primer, then weathered wood, then a white dry brush. And then what do you guys think about painting the front door instead of painting furniture? I'd have to do it really quick, but I think I can because we open at 10. So today's project is brought to you by primer, weathered wood, and top coat. And then I'll probably either dry brush with primer or white linen. My cute little rooster, I was trying to work in the shade, which is why I came early, but I'm in the sun because I'm just gonna use this sprayer or the air compressor since Zeb's out here working on the cottage roof. I was gonna get a lot more painted, but I'm not in the mood to haul it all back here. So I'll just get what needs to be done and then we'll paint the front door. Okay, I'm full aware this door needs a ton of repair work, but my intention is to ultimately replace. So I am just going to prime it, paint it with white linen, and just make it look better until probably next summer when Zeb puts in the antique French doors that I bought. So we'll see how this goes. We're gonna let the primer dry and get started on our weathered wood going on the rooster. So I'm gonna tape off all around the bottom and all around the edge because I'm not gonna paint that window. I don't wanna get paint on the brick and I need a stopping point for today. So I'm gonna tape it off because this all needed to be repainted anyways. I actually kind of started in the middle, but I am ready to start adding the white linen in cottage color. It has a built-in sealer. It's rated for outdoors. So I figured no better place to test it than my front door. here for for today. I gotta come back tomorrow, scrub that, but I'm losing the shade. So I'm gonna call it good. I'll touch up anything that's bleed through, and I'm gonna open the door and paint the ledge. But overall, I'm pretty excited about having the door painted. So now you can see there's use other door, but now I really need to paint the window up top, but that's probably gonna be a Zeb job, which means it's gonna have to wait. So my rooster's all dry, and I'm just gonna take this brush and dry brush it. Okay, last step, I washed out my gun. I've got Sweet Pickins Final Finishes in matte. You can pick it up at JamiRayVintage.com. No need to water it down, and we're gonna seal this rooster. So while the rooster is drying, we're just gonna get some finish work done. I'm gonna be using the IOD Seeds Catalog Transfer to add some cute transfers to these pieces. It's really easy. You just use the stick that comes with the transfer, and you're gonna push down and rub on the transfer. And once you feel like it's good, you can pull it back and it comes right off. I also did another image on the other side of this piece, as well as some images on the mailbox to make it look like old stamps and ephemera. And then last but not least, the little crock is just going to get one little transfer on it, and they all need to be sealed. So we're just using Sweet Pickins Top Coat in matte. You don't have to seal it for decor, but I like to add a little bit of sealer so that way I have some durability and whoever buys it can wipe it off if they need to. Before I seal this mailbox, I want to distress it. It has some really fun texture, so distressing is really going to meld the transfer with the piece and give it a fun aged look. I want to paint French millinery over some of the white that I painted earlier to give it a two-tone look, so I'm using this candlestick and this darling little pot to paint in French millinery. DIY paint is all natural and water-based, so once this dries, all I have to do is wet distress it, and I'll be able to bring that white coat underneath. I will need to apply a little sealer over the top, but I think overall these are going to look really cute. I did decide to do some golden ticket on the frame, and I'm going to be adding dark wax to all the rest of the crockery items to give them a little bit of depth. I love dark wax and crockery. It's a match made in heaven. Once you get that dark wax on, you could just wipe it right back. You don't have to worry about using any extra sealer or anything. It comes off. The French millinery is going to get a wet distress with a Lysol wipe, and it'll be ready for sealer. So I had to come find Zeb. He is still working on the roof. If you want to see this project and other projects like it, that's on our vlog channel, Jami and Zeb. Thanks for watching today's video. Tomorrow we'll get that finished, and I will include it in next week's Furniture Friday video.
Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot on this video. I did a lot of setting up behind the scenes, cleaning paint guns and stuff like that, but you know, I got a separate project today.
To get the paint and products used today, visit JamiRayVintage.com, and if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
See you on the next episode.